Alright, guys, welcome back. Holy shit, I can't believe it's been a month. Sorry about that. Life kind of caught up to me. And just been really, really busy. Haven't had time to come back and record in a while. Um, so here we are. Tonight we're going to be doing some 8 rack. It's always been one of my favorite decks in Modern. Um, just a lot of fun to play. Never been tier 1, I don't think. I know Tom Ross played the hell out of it a long time ago. But it really hasn't seen a whole lot of play the last few years. But if my LGS is any indication, I think this deck is on the up and up. We had two guys there playing it last night. One of my friends is concentrating on building it, and this is actually the list he's building. So mostly this is going to be just for him to look and see how the deck plays and uh, kind of see where it's positioned at right now. So without any further ado, let's get into the deck list. Land base really simple, mono black, a bunch of swamps. We got a castle lock lane up here. Just a little bit of card draw for the late game. If we get to the late game, start reloading our hand a little bit. Make sure we draw a land. Well, that sucks. We play the land, activate the castle. Draw another card. Hopefully, we get some gas out of it. We get one marsh flats, uh, just a fetchy. Restack the deck, shuffle the deck, whatever we want to do. Thin the deck. Silent Clearing as a one of, a little bit more card draw. We're running 4 copies of Mistress Factory. This takes the place of what was Mutavault in older days. Nice thing about Mistress Factory is you turn one on and then you buff it with the other ones. You get 3 copies of Urborg. Basically, make sure Mistress Factory tap for black. You can tap your Silent Clearing for black without having to pay life now. Urza Saga taps for black. So Urborg really helpful there. And as I mentioned a second ago, we got 4 copies of Urza Saga, probably the biggest addition to this deck in recent years. Getting to just go tutor up a rack if you need it. Really valuable making constructs. This deck actually can attack now. It's really nice. You're kind of giving your deck 2 lanes to assault from that your opponent's going to have to worry about both of them while trying to be just deal with the resource denial that the deck is built around. Over here, we got your kind of discard staples. We got 4 Inquisition of Kozilek. We got 2 Thoughtseize. We got 4 Raven's Crimes, so we get to discard lands to replay this out of the graveyard and make the opponent discard a card. So you just pay a mana, discard a land, and you get to cast this out of your graveyard again. Let's see, got Funeral Charm is a 1-of, so instant. You can give one of your tokens Swamp Walk, which is great if you have an Urborg out. Make sure your token can't be blocked. +2/-1, good Ragavan killer there. Or just instant speed. Target player draws a card. So opponent is empty-handed. Then you go to their draw step. They draw their card, and you immediately Funeral Charm it so they don't get it at all. You get 2 copies of Wrenchmind over here. 2 mana. Target player discards 2 cards unless they discard an artifact. A lot better nowadays when Affinity and Lantern and Tron aren't running as rampant as they used to be, so that really helps a lot. Let's see, Liliana the Veil is our big one. +1, everybody discards. -2, she's creature removal. And if she ever ults, a lot of the time an ultimate is game over. Kind of forcing your opponent into a corner where they have to choose usually either their threats or their lands, or some combination there can really swing a game if you need to. Let's see, over here you get some removal. 3 copies of Fatal Push, 2 copies of Bloodchief's Thirst, and you got 1 copy of Doomblade, which is fine, I guess. I think I would rather just run either another Bloodchief's Thirst or even maybe a Go for the Throat. I think non-artifact is a little bit less limiting than non-black is. So most likely, if I was building the deck for myself, I'd cut Doomblade and either go with another Bloodchief's Thirst or Go for the Throat. And then you got your rack, actual rack, as well as 2 copies of Shrieking Affliction. These are your payoff cards. Keep the opponent low on resources, and then these guys will do the damage every turn because they don't have stuff in their hand. Let's see, then you got some utility pieces here. Just a one of Pithing Needle you can tutor up with the Urza Saga, one of Nile Spellbomb for a little bit main deck. Graveyard Hate, just another thing you tutor up with Saga. One of Ensnaring Bridge just to keep you safe from big creatures if something should go wrong. And if you're off to a great start and the opponent managed to land a threat, you drop the Ensnaring Bridge and just keep that threat away. And then 2 copies of Shadow of Doubt. I think it's kind of a cutesy card. It's more of a gotcha piece. Basically, you're going to catch a fetch here and get to draw a card. So you get 2 of those. Let's see. Over in the sideboard, we got another copy of Fatal Push. 2 Collective Brutalities, which are nice. Modal card. Kill a creature, drain the opponent, and then a duress, basically. Not quite a duress because you only get instant sorcery, but still. Feed the Swarm, great addition out of Zendikar Rising. Black finally has a way to get rid of an enchantment. Really good because Leyline of Sanctity really screws this deck. You do not want to see face down a Leyline of Sanctity. Bontu's Last Reckoning, just a board wipe. Necrodementia for combo decks. Get more Graveyard Hate with Leyline of the Void as well as Ashiok. You can also use this as anti-searching. And then you got 2 Damping Spheres for that Tron matchup and an additional Pithing Needle. So, that is 8-Rack in Modern. And we are going to head over now and play some games, and we will see you in just a moment.